I'm Billy Harris. You're hanging with Harris. We're at the beautiful Starlight Room. Actually, we're at the beautiful Harry Denton Starlight Room on top of the Sir Francis Drake Hotel with the one and only Harry Denton. Harry, how are you?
Billy, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. It's been way too long, my friend.
It sure has.
Cheers. Cheers. I'm going to cheers twice because it's twice as nice. You've been in this game for a long time.
Well, I've been here 15 years, and I'm thrilled. I'm just very, very lucky. The Kempton Hotel Group's my partner.
Sure.
And it's very successful. I'm extra excited this year because we're going to remodel the whole place. Hey, you know what they say in business? Location, location, location.
And this is a pretty good one,
It's
huh?
a killer.
You've been in San Francisco a long time. You know, it's not a party unless Harry Denton is there, right? I read that somewhere, that's for sure. You've been here since the mid-'60s, right?
1965.
Did you hear that?
Summer of love.
That's fantastic is what I think it is.
I grew up in a small town in Idaho, 800 people.
So you came here and you worked in a restaurant right away? You're Washington Square Bar and Grill or no?
No, I was in retail.
Okay.
For like 10 years.
A little schmata business for you?
Well, the best thing that happened to me, I got fired. Only time in my whole life I've been fired from a job, it's because I was partying too much and not showing up. And by being fired, in my neighborhood there was a bar called Henry Africa's, which was the bar in town. And
Sure.
The owner said to me, Harry, come to work for me and I'll teach you the bar business and put a set of balls on you.
Did you hear that? It's good to have a set of balls. Learned quickly here, quick study.
Well, I mean, it was a real blessing.
That was a really famous joint, right? Mid-'60s,
Yeah,
right? Early 70s?
And it was my neighborhood, and I'd never thought of getting in this business. And let me tell you, after working there 2 weeks,
boom, you're like, this is for me.
It took me a long time because I was so crazy, but
Sure.
I didn't give up till I got my bar. I worked at Henry Africa's for like 7 years.
Yeah, sure.
And then I went to the Washington Square Bar and Grill, which was very smart of me.
Very smart, right? It's a popular joint. I mean, that place was around for a long time.
Press, I just had the sense to go there because all the press hung out there.
Smart move, right?
Took Herb Cain, who was a very famous columnist then.
Sure.
Took him a couple years to learn my name, but let me tell you, the day I opened my first bar, Harry's on Fillmore, he gave me half a column my first day. Nothing could have been better. And I'll tell you, the biggest rush in my life, I opened on a Thursday.
Yep.
My first Friday, I came in early during the day, opened at 5 o'clock. I'm coming down the street I was a little late, 5:15.
Sure.
I come down the street, I see this crowd, I go across the street. My first Friday night, I'm across the street screaming. There were 74 people in line at 5:30.
Now, see, that must be...
Oh, what a rush!
It's got to be an amazing feeling.
Well, it was, my dream was...
It's your dream. It's happening, and it's happening right in front of you.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was going to take... I knew I'd have a hit, but I didn't know it was going to be 6 weeks, 6 months to click.
Sure.
It clicked the first weekend. It was a rush.
How long ago was that, Harry's on Fillmore?
1986.
Oh, so that's already 25 years of counting, so to say. This is a classic, mid-century, beautiful Art Deco building with the view of all views, we're God knows high up. But it's also, it's old school. It's a touch of class. It's a beautiful bar. Harry's in a tuxedo. The women are in gowns drinking in Manhattan. There's so much of that doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
But you keep that alive, and it's so important for you to keep that alive.
Oh, and you know what else I haven't told you? Sundays, I do a brunch, and it's called Sundays a Drag, and it's one of the smartest things I've ever done. There's a place called Finocchio's.
Finocchio's, yeah, sure.
Years, it closed, and I said, well, hell, I'm going to do a drag show. So I did an audition. It sells out a month ahead.
They do that up here?
Every Sunday, I do a drag. The key, and I say this to anybody, in any business you have, the more detail you have than the other person, the better.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we're with the legendary Harry Denton at the legendary Harry Denton Starlight Room on top of the Sir Francis Drake. It has been a pleasure spending time with you. We learned a little bit about you, about your brand. Come to the drag show on Sundays. Come up for a cocktail. Come visit Harry. He'll greet you with a smile. And we'll see you real soon. Thanks for spending time with us.
Thanks
Cheers,
a lot,
Harry.
Billy.
You got it.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. It's good to have a set of balls.